He never wants to do interviews. I literally have to beg on my 2 knees to have this man do an interview with me.
What?
And there he is. Ah, yes, our old friend, Mr. Mighty
You're
Mouse.
such a liar, dude.
My
Such a
man.
liar. You asked me 2 days ago, can I come on the show? I said, absolutely. I have an appointment. Let me get on here. Don't be trying to make lies up about me now.
Look at you. For the longest time, you would never do the show like, via Skype or FaceTime. Now you're in the car doing it after a PT session. This warms my heart. This is amazing.
You're a special person. You're a special person. So I got to make time for you, Ariel.
I feel like, can I just say, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, I miss you. You know what I mean? Like, I miss you, DJ. I miss you. I miss your presence, Like now it's tough. 6 a.m. you're fighting, it's tough. I feel like you're fighting so far away. I miss you.
Well, you know what? You're not the first person to say it, and I find it absolutely hilarious. I mean, everybody can still watch me fight, and I'm still the same dude. Watch me on Twitch, YouTube, and I mean, wake up a little early. If you don't want to wake up early, just catch the replay on the One Championship app or YouTube. So it's all good.
I say that because I was wondering, because I had seen some people say like, oh, what's DJ up to these days? And I don't know if they're trolling or not, but you get a lot of people who come up to you and say like, hey, I haven't seen you fight in a while, even though you have fought twice this past year.
No. Everybody knows I'm still active. They just say they miss me.
Oh, really? That you get that too?
Oh, I get it all the time. They say they miss me. I'm like, I'm still. Then it's different. Like they still see me, but they just say they miss me. I'm like, what does that even mean? They're like, we just miss you, and I'm like, what does that mean? Like I'm still doing the same thing I'm doing. It's just over. It's about, I don't know how far it is, about 18-hour flight, but I'm still doing the same thing over one championship. Fighting in a ring or a cage, and still doing me. So when they say they miss you, I'm like, you can watch it one championship. You don't have to miss me. Just watch it one championship now.
You happy over there? Is it working out?
Oh, it's awesome over there, man. I'm having a great time. I'm fighting. I'm super active. About to fight here in October 13th. The traveling is fun, and I've been enjoying myself.
You like fighting that far away from home?
Yeah, it's different. Like I tell everybody, I think every great martial artist in our sport has done both. Like they competed over in Asia and they compete in North America. I'm doing the opposite. I made a name for myself in North America, and now I'm finishing my career in Asia, and I've been enjoying it.
Are you feeling more appreciated over there?
Oh, dude, the fan base over there, it's literally night and day. Like the event in Manila was the production value, the ring, just to walk out, the cheers, like it was amazing. Like I tell you right now, like the flyweight division over there, the Asian culture, the Asian fans, they love it. It's night and day. I'm not gonna lie.
Why do you think it's so different?
Well, I mean, I'm the same height as half their population, if not the same height, bigger. And you think about it in the mixed martial arts culture in Asia, it's been embedded in them since they were born, doing karate, Kyokushin, so many different martial arts form, and they celebrate, Shuto is a huge thing in Japan. And so even in, the Philippines, which is, the Team Makai guys, there are a big movement over there in the combat sport area, and we're all like the same height. Granted, there are some bigger guys like Edward Falang, Kevin Bellingham, but we're all the same height. Over here, I was walking to the airport in Atlanta, and dude, these guys are like 6'2", 6'4". I was like, I bet you right now, these people probably think I'm a child traveling on my own.
By the way, you're not driving right now, right?
No. I'm in a parking lot. I'm not driving. I would never do that.
But you know what I respect about you? You still have your seatbelt on. Amazing.
I do. Hey, you know what? You never know. Some homeboy come hit me behind or in front of me. So yeah, it's a good habit to have. Always wear your seatbelt.
You're such a great influence. You're such a great role model that I feel like you were trying to tell the world. If I'm in my car, I'm wearing my seatbelt no matter what.
Always, man. Always.
Do you get people like, okay, so there's something about like the height and all that, but do you sense that the Asian fans like for whatever reason, and maybe it is because of the same side, like just appreciate MMA martial arts in a different way than we do here in North America? I've heard about the clapping and they don't react the same way. I've only been to one show in Asia, but do you get that sense now fighting there twice?
Yeah, I've always sensed that even when I've gone over to Asia to watch fights that I haven't competed in. When I was in Singapore and I watched, Bibiano fight Kevin Belhan, they were, respectful. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, you're gonna get, some person in the crowd that's drunk. Last time I was there, the person who was drunk yelling out profanity, he was Aussie, so he doesn't count as Japanese or Filipino fan. But I just feel more respect over there.
How about fighting at 135? Because you are fighting as a flyweight, but because of the weight cutting rules and whatnot, you're technically fighting as a bantamweight, correct? How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I mean, I don't have as much. It's kind of weird. I don't have as much trauma to the body cutting down to 125 because I'm fighting more my natural weight. Right now, I'm walking around 138, and I'm not even training. And so, with me getting down to 135, I mean, I'm eating four or five meals to make the weight class. I mean, the biggest thing that I have to get used to is the physics of the other athletes. Like, when I fought Tatsumi Wada, he was so much longer than I was. When he got my back and he got that body triangle, I was like, damn, your legs are long. Like, I'm in the middle of the fight. I'm not worried about getting choked out. I'm like, God damn, these some long ass legs. And my little ass legs can't get them untangled. So that's the only thing I had to be more aware of is these guys are just taller than I am. Instead of fighting five guys in North America or I was at 125, they're 5'2", 5'3".
Right. Okay. So, if I heard you correctly, did you say you're 138 right now?
Yeah.
So wait, are you literally cutting 3 pounds, 3 to 5 pounds? Like you're not even in camp right now.
Yeah.
So you literally have to do no weight cutting whatsoever anymore.
No.
Wow. That's incredible.
Even when I fight at 125 in America, I mean, I've always been this size. Even when I fight when I fought Dominic Cruz for the 135-pound belt, like I'll come home from training camp weighing like 137, 138. So, when I fought at 125, I would never get over 140, 142, if that. And I've had surgeries and haven't been able to train. And the highest I've ever been was probably 146, 147. But once I would be active and move around, the weight would just come off. So I'm a naturally small guy. So I'm at this point now in my career where I'm not focused on, trying to suck the weight and be the biggest dude in the division. Like I'm 32 years old. I'm past the point. I've done a lot of amazing things in my career. Now I'm focused on obviously winning the tournament and try to attain, the one flyweight belt. But I'm not gonna, oh man, these guys are 5'8", 5'9" now. I don't want to fight guys who are taller than me. I don't want to suck the 125, and I can't make 125 fully hydrated. Like I'm not gonna put myself through that. I'm too old to do it.
2 tough wins, 2 tough fights. Wada was tough, went the distance. Are you surprised by the competition and I have a feeling you're going to say no, so I'll ask it this way. Are you disappointing yourself? I saw you say afterwards, I expect more from myself. How would you assess your performances?
Okay, so here's I'll give you 3 things. And I thought about this because I knew you were going to ask me that. So
Okay.
one, I feel that over in Asia, I feel that the athletes I've been competing against so far, I feel like they've been doing it a lot longer than I have. That's just the way not that I've been doing. The way I think of it is like when I fought Wada, I can tell he was seasoned. I can tell he was experienced. I can tell that he was game. Like when I went and I was fighting him and I was trying to throw him up and do the mighty whiz bar, he did the easy technique to nullify it. And I was like, and I'm gonna post a video on YouTube about after the fight. We sat down and we talked about what we did against each other, what was successful for him, and what shocked me about him as well.
Wow.
So I knew I was gonna have tougher fights because it's no joke. Like every single person I fight has been a champion in somewhat form in a big organization of Japan. Tatsumi Wada was a 3-time deep champion. All the guys I fought in the UFC, they were probably never champions inside a big organization outside of the UFC or never been a champion, if that makes sense. When I fought Yuya Wakamatsu, he was a tournament champion. So he won the flyweight tournament championship. So these guys have been to the battles. They've won, they've lost. They fought the best of the best. Now for me, I just got to get used to fighting these guys. And I just feel they're more seasoned. Like they understand what's going. The 2 guys I just fought, like Wakamatsu and Wada, they felt seasoned. They felt like they knew what they were doing. So when I fought Wada, the reason I was kind of, I just couldn't get my game going. Like I was in there, and with Matt not being in my corner, and like I kind of taken on this not this renegade role, but this kind of role where it's like, okay, now I'm training and it's me and my teammates. We're going through this. And now, like, I'm actually like processing what's going on in the fight, which I don't think it's a bad thing. It's kind of like my development as an athlete. So when I'm fighting, Wada and he got the underhook, I'm like, okay, you can stay there because I'm banging out the stomach. I'm landing I'm winning the clinch battle. And then when he got my back, and I was like, you sly son of a bitch. Good for you. Now let me focus on getting you off my back. Instead of like, oh my God, he's gonna choke me out, get him off my back. I'm like talking myself through the process. And when I go back to the corner and James will give me, the correct information I need to do, like I'll be like, I'm gonna use that, but I'm gonna see what else is gonna happen. So, but I just think their season over there, like they've competed in like the best Japan's organizations.
How are you handling not having Matt Hume in your corner for these past 2 fights? What's it been like?
It's been a learner process, but I feel it's something that I'm glad I get to experience. It might sound weird, but I don't know. It's different. Like we still train. Like even leading up to this fight, we trained every single day. He oversaw training, and I think it's a great development period because sometimes in training, Matt's like, you got to learn for yourself. You got to teach yourself how to work through problem situation. And before this fight, before I went out there, he goes, all right, get out there, find your distance, uh, solve the puzzle. And once you solve the puzzle, execute it, like finish. And that's what I was trying to do. Like the first round took me a while to solve the puzzle. And, the second, third, I started getting my wits about me and I was able to apply my game. But I still wanted to finish. Like I go out there and I want to finish. I train too hard to not finish, if that makes sense.
When does the communication end?
Oh, it ends like the day. I mean, maybe 4 hours, maybe 5 hours
Oh,
before the
okay.
fight. So
Okay,
yeah, it's not like yeah, we're still seeing each other throughout the competition week, and we spend so much time together that I know what I need to do when I go out there. So it's not like when I'm in training camp, leading up to this next fight. It's not like I'm not going to see Matt for 6 weeks and then go fight. I'm gonna see him all the way up to event night, and then it's like 15 minutes we can't communicate.
And so recently he's drawn some criticism. One's drawn some criticism for like a conflict that he's a coach, but also an executive there. Is that fair or unfair in your opinion?
Ask that one more time. I'm sorry. Criticism. I don't think there's. I mean, there can't. I don't think there can because he can't fight for me,
Right.
right? Like,
No, that maybe
you know,
you're going to be put in favorable matchups or anything. I'm just curious if, I'm sure you've heard this, right?
oh
Oh, your coach is an
no,
executive.
no,
You haven't.
no, I haven't. I haven't. No, because typically he doesn't, get to pick. Like he doesn't do all that stuff. It's Richard, which is his one of the other guys who handles all like the battle agreement and stuff. And at the end of the day, imagine if people could say that, but at the end of the day, he can't, fight for me. Like he can't get in a ring or cage and fight for me. So if I was to become the world champion or in this tournament, we had some killers in this tournament. You had Kairat Akhmatov on the other side. You had Yuya Wakamatsu, who just knocked out the former one flyweight world champion Jay Histakia with one punch. Tatsumi Tawada, 3-time deep champion. That was a tough fight. So somebody said, dude, you're having tougher fights over here than you did in North America. And I was like, yeah, because you guys over here are legit. Like they're tough, they're good, they're seasoned. Like I didn't expect anything less. I didn't come over here with a big head or, think I was gonna go blow right through these guys. These guys are legit. A fight's a fight. So when people are like, oh, you're getting, that's the first time I heard him say that. But no, I don't see that's the case at all. I think all the matchups I'm getting are tough, and I'm doing the best I can to go out there and put these guys away.
You ever look at all the drama back here and say, "Oh man, I'm so
I
happy."
laugh. I laugh at it.
You love it, right? You're like, "I'm so happy. I have nothing to do with this anymore."
100%, man. 100%.
You feel free.
I've always felt free, just in my own mind. But I just look back at it and just think that, I mean, that's what athletes have to do to get attention or whatever. And I'm glad I never taken that step to go to that point, I guess you can say.
What do you think? Did you see this video of Henry calling out Valentina Shevchenko?
I saw some videos of it. Somebody goes, "What the hell is an intergender division?" I was like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And then he goes, "Look at this," and he showed me, and I was like, Triple C doing what he does best, getting everybody's attention.
How do you feel about him? The cringe, calling people out.
I like it. I like it, man. You can't hate on Triple C. What Triple C's done, nobody in this sport of mixed martial arts has been able to do. So you have to give the man the respect that he needs, and you know he's doing what he's doing.
But he mentions you a lot. He said you bent the knee. You lost
I didn't bend nothing. At the end of the day, he's going to say these things, and that's fine for him to say it. Did he beat me? Yeah, he beat me, and I move on past it. I don't dwell on the past. I keep it moving. I keep on, building my legacy, doing good things in my career. So if he wants to say I bent a knee, that's fine. What do you want me to say to that? Like, okay.
Before it's all said and done, does a third fight have to happen? Do you want that to happen?
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not. That's the thing. A lot of people ask me that about Kyojo Horiguchi, the Dominic Cruz, shit, hell, even the Brad Pickett. A loss is a loss. You know what I mean? Like, that last fight when me and him fought, I've been beaten a lot worse, right? Like, if you look at my first fight against him, where I blew the bricks off him, absolutely. And then you look at the last fight we had, I mean, it was margins from that loss. Like, so for me, like, to be like, oh man, I need to get that one back. I'm like, I'm not worried about losses, and you learn from them and you keep it moving. And that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm focused on bigger things, trying to capture, my first ever World Grand Prix and get a belt from this Grand Prix. The belt is sick. You guys haven't seen it yet, but hope I can get that bad boy and bring it back to the States, and then go off and try to win another belt in a totally different organization.
That's October 13th. By the way, is that happening in a ring or a cage?
It's in a cage. In a cage.
How'd you feel about the ring this past time?
I loved it.
Really?
I loved it. I spend more time in a ring than I do in a cage. At AMC, we don't have a cage. We have a ring. So I've done more sparring in a ring in my whole entire career than I have in a cage.
Oh, really? Okay, so you actually feel more comfortable in the ring. How many times have you fought in a ring in your career?
That's my first time.
Wow. Why do you spend so much time in a ring then? How does that make any sense?
Just because we have one.
Okay. But do you have a cage as well?
No.
You don't train in a cage?
No. And believe that. Can you believe that? I was one of the greatest athletes ever to compete in a cage. I like to think I still am. And I never trained in a cage.
What?
I know, it's kind of fascinating, right?
That is fascinating. You guys never put one in there? You never thought that'd be a good idea? You're actually competing in a cage.
Yeah. We never think about putting one in. I don't think we ever will. So.
Wow. That is amazing. Well, I guess all these years of training in the ring paid off. Finally.
Well, we train in an open space area. So
okay.
We have a ring and we have an open space area. And then we have walls, which can simulate the cage or the cage walls. But, we don't have, a 3/4, angled, cage. We just never have. So for me, when you fight in a ring, you have 4 corners. So you can track your opponent there and you could set them up. But in a cage, there's so many corners that you can't really set up. It's harder to set something up.
True or false, you don't watch UFC anymore?
That is a half.
Oh, okay. So you watch some of it.
It depends who's competing. Like if Max Holloway's competing, I'll watch it, right? Like I have my favorite athletes that I like that I'll sit there and I'll watch. But with me being so busy with the kids and the whole shenanigans with ESPN Plus and all that stuff, I don't jump through hoops.
How dare you? How dare you, shenanigans?
I'm just being honest. You wanted the honesty.
Yeah,
you wanted honesty. Do I watch? Do I watch any other sports besides mixed martial arts? Not really. I mean, I watch NFL, but I can turn on the TV and turn to channel 13, Q13 Fox. Boom, the Seahawks are doing their thing. But there's too many hoops to jump through. But that's my personal opinion.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. Great to catch up with you. Thank you for doing the entire interview in your car with your seatbelt on. I appreciate that. October 13th, DJ goes for the flyweight championship against Danny Kincaid. This is a big deal. Now he could be the one champion and the former UFC champion. He's the man. And I have to bet, yes, did you want to say something?
No, it's not. I won't be the flyweight world champion. That's Adrian Reyes. That's a whole different ballgame. I'm not looking past Danny Kincaid. So this would be the flyweight world Grand Prix champion.
My bad.
So if I'm successful, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just trying to give respect where respect's needed. Adrian Reyes is a beast. Another big 135er. I think he's like 5'9" or 5'10". I don't know how tall he is. But first I get through Danny Kincaid, stay healthy, and then I'm gonna try to give myself some time to heal and enjoy myself. And then get ready for that. But we got to get ready for Japan first.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.